Hi, welcome to the Gin Fun at Wine Mastery, and we got a gin for you. Hi, my name's John Lightfoot and this is
John Murphy.
And we're here on this occasion to talk about gins. So not exclusively, but quite often we talk about craft gins, and sometimes we talk about sort of normal proprietary gins. But on this occasion, John is going to talk about a gin I've never tasted before. I believe you have, haven't you, John?
I have indeed, John, yes.
So he's ahead of me here. So over to you, John. Tell us about this gin.
Well, I've tried this gin on many occasions. I'm hoping to introduce you to a new gin, John, because this new gin, John, I like it.
Gin, John?
Gin, John, because this is, well, you know, we have kind of favourites, and this is definitely ranking up there as one of my favourites. Now, a special shout out does have to go out to my friend Andy, who often kind of acquires this for me I'll let you out, it's from Brewdog. He gets this one especially from a Brewdog in Carlisle. So I'm also going to give a shout out there to all the staff at the Carlisle pub, the Brewdog pub, because Andy is the gentleman who comes in and he usually clears your shelf of all this, especially for me, and he brings it down to me. It's usually 3 or 4 bottles at a time because I absolutely adore it and I can't get my hands on it. So he uses it as a bargaining chip with me. So yeah, it's called a Lone Wolf. Now, there is an ordinary Lone Wolf, which is about 40%, but this is like the limited edition, which is called Lone Wolf Gunpowder, and if you can get your hands on this, I would recommend grabbing it, but not from Carlisle, because that's mine, so don't touch any of that. This is mine. So this is what they call their Gunpowder edition. As I say, limited edition, and this is up at 57%, so this is one of those, what do you call them, Navy strength gins, and well, I'm going to let the gin taste for it talk for itself, because I honestly think this is a cracking bit of gin. So please, John, let's have a go.
Oh yeah, I was wondering when you were going to shut up actually, so I can have a taste. I was a little bit thirsty there.
Well, let's get you are in for a treat. Let's first have a go. No.
But you said it's only available in pubs. Is that right?
I think it's only available from. They might sell it in a few kind of independent retailers, but because it's limited, I'm only assuming that it won't be any kind of big supermarkets or anything like that. In fact, Brewdog Carlisle, if you are interested, I'd be more than happy to stock this as well. Thank you. Well, the under the counter stuff though, it's not for customers. This is for me. But I mean, you can immediately see, it does kind of cloud up a little bit. Whether that's because of the alcohol or the botanicals. Perhaps Brewdog, you can tell us. That'd be lovely if you could get in touch.
That'd be good.
So let's without further ado, John, let's get into this.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
I was talking about smelling it first, John.
While you were talking, let me get back to smelling it. I've been waiting so long, I just couldn't stop.
I can understand how tempting it would be, but I mean, just the nose eggs, it's pure, you can tell, juniper and earthiness. Juniper, and that's all I'm getting in it, but I don't really want any more. I'm happy with that. So now we'll get on to the tasting, John. Oh.
Knocks it away, doesn't it? That is so smooth. For 57% or 57 point, whatever it is, that is just so smooth. The taste is beautiful, and it's so rounded, isn't it? It's so soft on your mouth. It's incredible.
Delicious. It really does have, like you said, we've got to remember, I'll say it again, this is 57%. 50%, we've tried gins at 57% where they've been a bit burny, get the back of your throat, masks the flavour and kind of burns down here. Now this is warming, but by no means burning. And that flavour comes through exactly what was on the nose, the juniper, that earthiness, and it has for me that, like sometimes whiskey has this, where it has this peppery tickle that just goes under your gums and just over your tongue, but just it lends it that extra, that extra layer of complexity, and it just really appeals to me. And of course, we're drinking this neat now, just with a few blocks of ice, and I'll be honest, I could happily drink that neat for the rest of the night. Yeah,
absolutely. This is a great one just to sit by in the summer, just to have it with ice, but in the winter, just to sit by the fire and just taste this on its own. Again, I think we've mentioned this in other videos, but in case you haven't seen one of the previous videos, craft gins are sort of going through this thing where actually, the people are beginning to treat them like whiskies, where they're just having them with ice, drinking, because the tastes are so sophisticated. It's worthy of just drinking them on their own and appreciating them, being careful with them, of course. But yeah.
But and again, it is a telling thing as well for a quality gin, whether you can just drink it neat or whether you do need to kind of mask some of the flavours or some of the alcohol with a tonic. This needs none of that. We are going to try it with tonic, just to give another opinion on it. But as it stands, that is, so again, a big thank you to both Andy for acquiring it for me and Brewdog Carlisle for selling it to him. Much appreciated. It's definitely gone to a good home. Thank you very much.
This I think has gone into my top 10.
You're not wrong. And I'm pleased.
I'm not sure which one I've nudged out, but this is definitely in our top 10.
Yeah, John and I have this discussion frequently, and it is so difficult because we've tasted so many gins, and it is, where they are all on this spectrum. And I'm pretty sure, well, that's definitely my top 10, if not my top 5. Like it's a tough one. It's a tough one. The competition is hard. Yeah. But out of all the gins we've tasted, and we have tasted a lot of gins, not just on here, but off camera as well. And to make it into that is truly very, very good.
And the only reason, to be fair, I'm not saying it's in my top 5 is because I think, to be fair, I'd have to sort of do a back-on-back taste to be able to say that. And it may well be in my top 5. It is very, very, very good. It wouldn't surprise me if it was in my top 5.
Well, I'm thinking in my head now what my top 5 or top 10 are. I'm thinking, going through it and thinking, what could I, like you said, what could I push out? It's a tough one. I suppose it would be more, as we say a lot, it'd be more a mood thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so right now it could be different too. But yeah, definitely top 10, if not top 5, that beast. Shall we go with some tonic, John?
Oh, that sounds like a jolly good idea to me.
Then let's do it.
Let's do it.
Chin chin.
Voila, tonic added.
Aha.
So, let's see what it's done to the nose, if anything.
Let's have a go.
Well, I can't smell just damp. It's not the strength of it slightly, but the smell is still seems the same to me.
I think it is, John. It's holding its own against there. It's not. It's just slightly kind of softened it, but still you can smell. And it smells like quite an obvious one as well. If they do that blind, I reckon I could. The Lone Wolf. I think I'd pick that out. Oh, it's the earthiness that's the thing that really gets me in there. Right, I can't wait any longer. I'm sorry.
Nor can I.
I'm going for it. See, the only thing that the tonic has done for me has taken away that kind of the peppery bite, which I liked. I love that pepper bite, but it's still, the flavour is still full on. That juniper, that earthiness is still massive in there. It's not dampened that in any way, shape or form. It has just taken away that edge and almost sweetened it slightly, just ever so slightly. Got that instead of that's probably taken it's probably taken the dryness off it. Not that it was overly dry anyway. Thinking back,
no, it wasn't. It's not something that came to your mind when you were tasting it, for sure. Yeah, it has that sort of, it's just made it juicier. It's like the same taste, it's just juicier.
That's the word I'm looking for, John. That is, you're spot on. It is juicier. More of a mouth feel about it. I suppose because it's got the tonic in there now, so you feel a bit more comfortable having a nice slug of it as well.
Yeah.
Getting it all around your mouth there. Now there's still a hint of that pepperiness, but just on the end of my tongue now. Just a hint. Not a lot.
Yeah, and that pepperiness is almost more the taste than it is the hotness of it, the spice of it. It hasn't got the same, little bit of bite that it had before, but it was only little.
Oh, John.
That is excellent. Now, that is a very, very dangerous drink. 57%. If someone gave me this and a gin and tonic, I would just assume that it was a normal, 37% G&T.
Yep.
And but actually, so a few of those, and I think.
So you'd be right, because, like you just said, if you were to pick that up off the table and someone just offered you that as a G&T, there's no way you think, wow, that's 57%. That's a beastie, is that? It tastes no stronger than any other gin. No. It's just got the flavour. And like you said, it'd be very dangerous because, as I'm slugging it out, I'm just looking, think, oh, can I taste a little bit more yet? Can I taste a little bit more? And I'd just be constantly with that tasting, going for it. And so, all I can say is cracking. But Brewdog, Spot on.
Well done, guys. That is excellent. I think this is one definitely. If I was having one of these, if I was driving, I would make sure I'd measured it as well. I wouldn't,
because we're just pouring here.
But that is excellent. And I believe I think these guys distill this in north of the border. I think.
I believe they do, John. Yeah.
So
Aberdeenshire.
God, it is strong.
I'm unsure exactly, but thank you for doing it. And once again, thank you for making sure I get it. And Andy, thank you. Don't stop getting it for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Andy, you're making him very happy. Please continue to do that. And if you guys, Lone Wolf, continue to make it, because that is one hell of a gin. Well done, guys. Mm-hmm. Well done indeed. Fantastic. Well, okay. Well, this is really. I mean, we haven't done a gin fun episode for a while, so it's actually probably infused me to do, or infused us, should I say, to do another one quite quickly. So we'll do that. It's been great fun. Thank you very much for bringing this to us, John.
No, John. Again, it's down to the guys at Carlisle Brewdog and Andy. Thank you again once again. It was absolutely delicious. Spot on. Thank you.
Cheers. All the best then, guys. Until the next time, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Press the button with the thumbs up. Also press the bell, and that makes sure that the next time we produce a video, you'll be notified. Until then, guys, we really look forward to seeing you in our next video. Chin chin.
Chin chin.